It is Sunday school. Welcome to Sunday school, everyone. Now let's take our seats and quiet down. Lonnie, put away those dice. Anyway, do you have this book? Not this one. This is old, beat up. This is I don't know. This is the first one that I got from Weiser, actually. And it's old and it's beat up, but it's the Tarot of Ceremonial Magic. Now, even if you don't have the Tarot of Ceremonial Magic book or deck, this book is quite a handy thing to have. As a matter of fact, if I was stranded on a desert island and wanted everything I needed to know to pull off a Goetic evocation, complete with all the lists of spirits and everything else, or if I wanted to do any form of Enochian magic, either etheric or elemental, or if I wanted a holy book, because inside this book is one of these, a holy book of Thelema. One that has, or can have, depending on if you wish to apply yourself, a direct relevance to tarot. And I am speaking of Libra 231. Why is it 231? Because there are 21 key-numbered tarot trumps. Of course, there's 22 trumps, but there's one of them is 0, so there's 21. And 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 all the way to 21 is 231. And there's other Kabbalistic goodies that go with 231. But anyway, it's a big, long title in Latin, which roughly translates the Book of the Secrets of the Atu of Tahuti, which Asar saw in Amenti under the number 231. The Book of the Prison of the Qliphoth with their genies. Their symbols and names are added. That's the whole title of the thing. Now, let's see if I can find a nice image. Perhaps you've seen those things. Those are like the little subcategories, Libra 22. Those are the prison of the Qliphoth right there. And the House of Mercury, the genie of the House of Mercury. And look at those goofy little symbols. And they're designated to the Hebrew letters. See that one for Aleph? It looks like a thunderbolt or a swastika. And over here, it looks like a sock puppet with teeth. That's the Qliphoth, or the prison of the Qliphoth. Now, when making the Tarot of Ceremonial Magic, here's the tie-in to tarot. I put both of those, the Mercurial Genie and the Prison of the Qliphoth, on each of the cards associated with that letter, Aleph, the Fool. Now, Crowley wrote this after the Book of the Law, obviously, but let's see if I can get the exact date here. No, I can't find the date written here. but he wrote it sometime when there was still an ambiguity in his mind about this Tsadi Hay switch, okay? And in his mind, he was still operating on the old Tarot of Marseille sequence, where the Justice card comes in the 8th position and the Strength card comes in the 11th position. So there's a certain amount of ambiguity there. But I'm going to read you, because it's just so damn short and sweet. I'm going to read you Libra 231 and illustrate it with the Tarot of Ceremonial Magic. But you could illustrate it with your own favorite tarot deck. Crowley was probably this was before the Thoth Tarot was created, perhaps 20 years before the Thoth Tarot was created. So he was probably thinking more or less in terms of the Golden Dawn images of the cards, which are roughly what the weight deck, the general landmarks of the weight deck. Now, it says, this book is true up to the grade of Adeptus Exemptus. In other words, don't get mixed up. Adeptus Exemptus is number 4 on the Tree of Life. It's really high. It's after the Guardian Angel experience at number 6. And it is the last jumping off point from the abyss, from crossing the abyss. After Adeptus Exemptus, the abyss is the next object of or item on your to-do list. So this is true on a Tree of Life consciousness from number 4 downwards. Okay. So you're not trying to answer any Master of the Temple or Magus issues. You're still dealing with those macrocosmic 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 10, if we want to get in perhaps to the prison of Cleophas. That's a broad generality. Don't quote me on that, on everything. Okay, here it starts. 0. And they're all numbered by the key numbers. 0. And remember, the one on the left is the Mercurial Genie. The one on the right is the Qliphothic image. 0. A. The heart of E-A-O. Do I have to draw you a picture? I-A-O. A is the heart of E-A-O. Just in case you were sipping your coffee. 0. A, the heart of E-A-O, dwelleth in ecstasy in the secret place of the thunders. Between Asar and Asi, he bideth in joy. Number 1. The lightnings increase, and the Lord Tahuti stood forth. The voice came from the silence. Then the One ran and returned. Now hath Nuit veiled herself that she may open the gate of her sister. Doesn't that look female? Whoa. The Virgin of God is enthroned upon an oyster shell. She is like a pearl, and seeketh 70 to her 4. In her heart is Hadit, the invisible glory. Now remember, 4 is Daleth. 70 is the devil card, or the most masculine card in the decks. 70 to her 4. Now, here's one of those, because we're coming up on the Emperor, and we know that there's an Emperor Tzadi switch. So here is the images for Hay, and it says, also is the star of flame exalted. Star of flame exalted, bringing benediction to the universe. Now, in more modern tarot decks, above the man with the 2 women at each side in the Lover's card is the winged Eros with his bow, getting ready to shoot. Well, we know who he's aiming at, but we don't know if that's who he's going to shoot. But anyway. But there's, see the arrow up there? Here beneath the winged Eros is youth, delighting in the one and the other. Here is Asar, between Isa between Asi and Nephthys. He comes forth from the veil. Now, not number, this used to be called number 8. And that's how he's got it here. Also came forth Mother Earth with her lion, even Sekhet, the lady of Asi. See the lion-headed Qliphothic cartoon there? Also, the priest. Hang on. Excuse me, I had skipped number 7. There we go. He rideth upon the chariot of eternity. The white and the black are harnessed to his car. Therefore he reflecteth the fool, and the 7-fold veil is re-veiled. Now, this idea of reflecting the fool goes diagonally between 1 and 2. Below the abyss, on the opposite side, as if it was a mirror that was angled back. The horizontal, or excuse me, the vertical path that leads from number 5 across the abyss in a shortcut from number 5 to number 3 is this chariot. Whether or not this is exactly what it means by he reflecteth the fool, that I'll leave that to you. Now comes the Mother Earth. Where is she? With her lion. Even the Lady Sekhet, the Lady of Asi. Look at that lamp. Isn't that cool? And here's the lamp. Oh boy, the lamp's all upside down, crazy. Okay. Also the priest veiled himself, lest his glory be profaned, lest his word be lost in the multitude. Number 10. See that simple wheel of fortune, with the Sphinx at the top, the Sigma there, Typhon and Hermanubis, just represented by Greek letters. And the qliphothic image of that, the 3 have tumbled off. But I'm digressing here. This is a Class A document. Now then, the Father of all issued as a mighty wheel. Excuse me. The Sphinx and the dog-headed god and Typhon were bound on his circumference. Also, the Lady Ma'at. Do you see the feather of Ma'at there on that stylized scale? How nice and balanced that is. And the qliphothic images, whoa, the balances are all crazy and off balance. I should have saved this for Saturday morning cartoons. Also the Lady Ma'at with her feather and her sword. Abode. Also the Lady Ma'at with her feather and her sword abode to judge the righteous. For fate was already established. "12. See the hanged man there in that image? And I don't know about this guy. Okay. Now the Holy One appeared in the great water of the north. As a golden dawn did he appear, bringing benediction to a fallen universe." "13. Also Asar was hidden in Amninti, and the lords of time swept over him with the sickle of death. And a mighty angel appeared as a woman, pouring vials of woe upon the flames, lighting the pure stream with her brand of cursing. And the iniquity was very great. Also the Lord Kem arose. He who is holy among the highest, and set up his crowned staff to redeem the universe. He smote the towers of wailing, and he brake them in pieces in the fire of his anger, so that he alone did escape from the ruin thereof. Transformed. The Holy Virgin appeared as a fluidic fire, making her beauty into a thunderbolt. And there is her. See the swastika thunderbolt there? And there's her, I just call him Dickhead. But if you choose, it would go with that image. By her spells, let's see, where am I? By her spells, she invoked the scarab, the Lord Kefra, so that the waters were cloven and the illusion of towers was destroyed. See that sort of image in that very simple little sigil there? There's a lunar thing there. Then the sun did appear unclouded, and the mouth of Asi was on the mouth of Asar. And the Qliphoth. See the Neteroos are facing outward. The Neteroos are in a 69 facing inward. The sun did appear unclouded, and the mouth of Asi was upon the mouth of Asar. Then also a pyramid was builded so that the initiation might be complete. Now a good view of that sort of shows in a semi-transparent sides of the pyramid a coffin, a sarcophagus. And there is the sarcophagus opened up. You could cut that out and fold it up into a rectangular box. And in the heart of the Sphinx danced the Lord Adonai, in his garland of roses and pearls, making glad the concourse of things, yea, making glad the concourse of things. And this is the only one with horizontal images there. Now, each of these Qliphoth and each of these, the genie of the scales of the serpent and of the Qliphoth, Crowley tries to give their names like that. Now, it appears that the mercurial genies are really hard to pronounce, but the Qliphotic ones are really easy. Anyway, that's our little trip through Libra 231 and Libras 22. and our little trip through the I'll clean that up later after Sunday school. Until tomorrow, continue to be good to yourself and be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will.